Testing. Okay. Okay. Let's see my aim. Nope, looks good. All right. What's up, peeps? How's it going? Ooh. Just getting logged in, literally, for the first time in a couple of days. So my brain is kind of, honestly, kind of tired. So this weekend, we went out to the hours west of where I live, basically deep into the mountains, to a cabin with some friends. And it was fun. But we drove back today, so I've kind of had a long day. I'm not like super tired, but I'm realizing it as I'm sitting down here that my eyes are tired a little bit. Yeah, but not to worry. I have a little cup of coffee here. Hopefully it'll pick me up. Let's join Discord with the family. Anyways, guys, if you guys don't mind, hit a like on the stream. I appreciate it. We should be getting going here in a minute. Today I'm gonna go with my usual build, as I just want to play my comfort pick. Oh god, I can't say that word. Comfort. My comfort pick is this. Probably dwarf stance, alliance stance, using spirit boon, swift termination, then all the usual suspects, and eagle relic enjoyers, of course. I really love eagle relic with dwarf stance. I do think it's pretty good. Probably one of my favorites. Maybe if this coffee actually does something to my brain, I'll play the Shiro build. Who's guzzling on me? Oh, Frosty. Thank you for the spray down, Frosty. Oh wait, you're burning me because you're using flamethrower. Okay. Is there anything I want to talk about with the stats? This is my roaming build, so hold on. Let me go my Zerg builds. Yeah. Alright. So, Zerg build is all Berserker or Assassin. No need for that filthy vitality stat. Useless. Eagle. And, you want to keep your crit around the 95% mark if you can. So I gotta fix something here. I know I'm in my keep, but to be safe, I'm gonna tune all my gear to this buff, and then I'll add assassin species later if I have to. Alright. So I think normally I do is just the back piece, so start there. Alright, so there you just saw me do assassin, or sorry, berserker on everything, assassin, a back piece. Eagle relic. 3100 power. That's so much power. Holy fudge. It's actually crazy. You wish the rocket boots had an animation when you jump? Let me turn it. Hold on, let me take off my outfit. Let's see. Does it do anything? Yeah, it doesn't. It actually is, it is a bit disappointing. They look cool. Dude, I'm gonna run my original outfit. Let's put on Twilight here. And what was the spear I used to use? Was it this one? I'll just keep the same spear. Okay. Let's see. Do the boots do anything cool? No, not really. These boots are a bit disappointing. I wish they looked cooler, considering they're a gem store item. Oh, I can hardly see my little tiger on me. My back piece is not showing because of the tiger, I think. Weird. I don't think I ever noticed that before. Also, hey, Ro. I didn't say hi. I thought it. I like the little cables here on the booths, but I do agree. I wish the I don't know. I wish maybe when you like start moving, like when you start walking, maybe they do like a little, you know, like a little. That'd be really cool, but that might be hard to program. I don't know. I don't know if they have that on movement. Are there any animations that proc when you start moving? Like, I guess they can make it like a program it as if it was a footfall. I put it on this. He's defending well. Got it. He's fallible. All right. We got our food. Alright, so here are the stats. It's a 95% crit, 3100 power. I have some buffs probably that are increasing that by 30, so 3060 power. Hopefully there's some content. Please let there be content. This is literally the first time I've logged in this week, so I don't know what to expect. Or this link, I mean, not this week, but they have it for jumping with a backpack. You know, I wonder if they could program it like a footfall. You know, like whenever the trigger is for the footstep that you would normally get for like Twilight, you know, like this. Maybe each time this would trigger, instead like a little puff of like ignition comes out and it's the color of your die. That would be awesome. But it's a lot of work. I'm not sure if the intern that's working on these gem store items is he's got the time. We need more heals? I can switch healing. Oh, looks like there is some content, my tag is saying. Excellent. Contento. It begins. Alright. This looks pretty good. I mean, it has like this black puff. But it's not cool enough for a gem store item. Am I crazy? Am I just thinking too highly of the gem store items? It's like, look at like armor, like a single piece of item, like chaos gloves, right? I mean, they are pretty basic. Ice crown, does this do anything? I don't know. Storm ones have like a little crackly effect, I think. You gotta up their game. Ooh, we got content. They're here. Alright, let's play safe and steady here, because I think we're low on healing. Let me not spill my coffee, it's next to my mouse. Tail blocks. Stay behind the mass. I'm getting my energy up. I see that 14k. Wow. 14k greatsword too. Yummy. You'd log on to heal while your laptop is butt? Nah, don't worry. It's alright. No sweat. Are you... wait, do you normally play on a laptop? And your laptop is having problems? Or are you traveling or something and can only play on a laptop right now? Dang. That group was a little small. You know, I tried something weird. I tried using my greatsword 4, and I almost never do the flip over called True Strike, and I want to know how much it hit for. I don't think it did much, but I did notice it actually hit. Am I tripping? Yeah, I don't see it here, so it must have not hit. I must have confused it with a damage pop-up for something else, because I don't see True Strike or Imperial Guard. I use the block, but I never use the True Strike part. I don't see it there. Yeah, I must have never hit. I guess I re-enter this queue. There's a fiasco. Oh, your husky? No, your husky tumbled your tower. Dang. So you probably had your I assume your tower on top of your desk. Damn, that's rough. If my tower was to tumble, my graphics card would literally rip in half because that thing is barely hanging in there. That 3070 is so freaking heavy and like long. All right, big old black coffee. Let's get in the zone. And my crit is a little low, so I gotta up it up a touch here. So I'll do the boots. I think boots to assassin. There you go. Yeah, I gotta switch songs. This song's a little weird. Oh, actually, no, it's kind of picking up. On the wall. No, I can't get any pulls. Nice. Nice. Also, I should also mention I have 2 huskies. One is 2 years old, one is 5. Both boys, both crazy wild boys. That's where I was this weekend. Took them out to a cabin with some friends, and they had a lot of fun. I should figure out a way to get a picture of my dogs on my stream. I don't think I have any pictures on my computer I've saved because they're all on my phone. I could log in and download a picture. I think I gotta find one. I thought that would be very hard. My phone is literally full of my pictures of my dogs. Boys won. Nice. He's a youngin'. It does not get any better. My 5-year-old is still as insane and hard to manage as he was when he was 1. Dog camp for real. I could do that. The problem is that honestly, they my dogs like to roam around and follow my wife around, especially if I'm streaming. But you know, maybe if I like close my office door. And you know, just put a dog bed, maybe they'll just chill. then I can throw on the camp. I should do that on a day I take them on a hike though, because I gotta be tired. Lock them in. Looks like we have some content, but every time we try to fight them, they seem to separate. So I hope they just man up and fight us. Alright. What builds those heralds play? Boon DPS? They're playing like a boon support. Like a low intensity boon support. As far as I remember. Yeah, they're playing like Scepter, Shield, Dwarf Stance, Herald Stance, and they're just like boon spamming. It's like an intro build basically for Revenant. So they can get used to legend swap plus weapon swap mechanics. But they seem to enjoy it. So it's honestly not bad. We were looking at the boon logs on it, and it's pretty good boon spam coverage for the whole Zerg. And you know, it's low intensity, so it's meant for people who are not interested in playing like, you know, anything terribly complicated. At least that's why it was designed. It was designed for that purpose. We don't have a lot of people who like to play Revenant, sadly. I'm like, I think I am one of maybe 3 Revenant only mains, or not only, but Revenant mains. Is there anybody else who's a Revenant main? I guess Wanderous. You know, he always plays this Herald build. I would call him Herald. This is the build's main right now. He mains it. And then RevEGG, Distant Static, but I don't know if they main those things. These guys are actually like trying to just like suicide jump in for these things. Interesting strategy. Tubby 2-ton. Is that a real name? Is that a real name? Tubby 2-ton. Because that's a pretty legendary name. Okay, going for the pool. Oh, got blinded. Sad. Sadness. Yeah, it's a real name. What? Nice. That's actually awesome. You have a Rev main and FTL. Oh, cool, man. We're very few. You know, I didn't actually know that Rev mains were rare, but I learned that it's rare across all game modes. It's like the lowest general class that's mained out of all of them. Still, after all this time. Because the reason I say still is because that stat was floating around when Revenant was relatively newer to the game. You know, Heart of Thorns, Path of Fire, whatever. But the game's been out so long, you know. It's like, if you would think the stats would balance out, but people just don't like it. I need to check out that guy. It's Heavy 210. That's gonna be one of those names I'm gonna notice on YouTube now, or Twitch, or whatever. Will I teach you to rev? Yeah, I teach anybody to rev. Anybody who wants to learn how to play any of the things I know how to play, I'm willing to teach. At any time. If I'm logged into the game, or Discord, or whatever, you guys can whisper me, whatever. To be honest, 90% of rev is just staring at this energy bar. You can teach me the druid. Teach me the secrets. Ooh. How'd that guy go down? That guy got erased. What? I'm tempted to go down there, but I'm not in my mobility build, so I'm not going to go down there and troll. I don't want to troll my two-man group. I do see a lot of roaming revs, but I don't know if they're mains or not. It's hard to tell. So hold on, let me read what you said, Archie. If you look at Guild Wars 2's efficiency, where people can opt into sharing info, the least time is overall warrior. Wow, warrior, really? Warrior? No way. That seems so opposite to what I would have thought. All right, I think our content is low, so we go the mobility assassination build. Sorry, guys. On PV. But why? But hold on, let me think. Like, warrior is popular. Hold on. Fractals, berserker is popular, right? You have like 8 rev main friends. Rev gaming. We're infecting everybody with the rev gaming. But hold on, let's think. Warrior is good in fractals. It's good in strikes and raids. It has good open world builds with Spellbreaker, and it has good PvP builds that are fun, not like boring. And World v World, you got, I mean, support Spellbreaker is not that interesting, I admit. But DPS Spellbreaker is fun as hell, in my opinion. So why would that be? Why is Warrior unpopular? That's so weird. Is it because... I don't know. Why would Warrior be unpopular? I mean, they have good ranged weapon with gun, with rifle, spear, greatsword's obviously a fun melee weapon. Axe is fun. Condi longbow is fun. So I don't know, you got all the playstyles, so why would Warrior not be fun? Or I guess popular. Is it just weak or something compared to everything else? Is it just not, is it being overshadowed by all the other specs in the game? Maybe it's just boring to play in general. But I don't think so. I feel like the PvE Berserker rotation is pretty fun. And the Spellbreaker rotation is not... I mean, it's not that great, but it's like Core Warrior with one extra button, right? That refreshes your other button, but... I don't know. Weird. We're trying to cap this for another minute. Fine. You think Warrior relies on landing CC? Yeah, I could see that with like... Yeah, actually, I could like see why you say like the roaming Condi build requires the land the stuns to actually hit you with the Condi bomb. But honestly, I still personally I see plenty of warriors roaming. I don't roam a lot, I admit that, but you know, I see a lot of those like unkillable berserker builds or those like unkillable spellbreaker builds that just, you know, CC and stuff. Blue BL we go. What's the most popular PvE, or I guess in general, class? Is it Ranger? Nah. I guess Guardian? Is it Guardian? Or Mesmer? Nah. I don't know, I want to say Ranger, but it's like a bias, I like Ranger. You warrior DPS these days? Saw scrappers? Yeah, I feel like people are over the berserker playstyle. It's a bit bland. I mean, it's not bland, it's just predictable, I guess. Necro, you're totally right. It's definitely Necro. Necro is crazy popular. It's so good for just farming stuff in PvE, like with your brain off. Necro's twice as played. Holy, I didn't know it was that much. You said, hold on, Katie says, these days most roamers are willbenders and verts. Yeah, I kind of agree with you, and thieves in my experience. But I don't roam that much. I only see little roamers that I see around this time. And then, you know, after hours, after our Zerg, if I roam a little bit, which I honestly haven't done in a while. I'm trying to think. I run into like Reaper, I run into thieves a lot. I don't run into willbenders as much as before. But a lot of vert, like a ton of vert. Holy. You made Necro for a week. You didn't like it? I didn't like it. I didn't like Scourge. I enjoyed Reaper. But I only played it during the beta, during the Spear beta. Boom, 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 boom. Is there contento here? We can try to hit their garrison. YOLO. Oh, almost, I forgot I'm green. My brain was telling me, your glider is not gonna work here. You guys have a good weekend? Do anything cool? I'm off work tomorrow, so I'm happy about that. So it's a bit of a long weekend for me. This guy's gonna distort, I assume. No, he's just nothing. You just leave the queue here. I was gonna say something about Necro, but I don't remember what it was. But I played Necro during the Spear beta, whenever that was. Before, I guess right before Giant Theory Wilds, right? And I thought Spear Reaper was cool. It was kind of fun, but I felt really reliant on my support, which, if you guys know me, I'm not too crazy about that. Not because I don't trust my supports, but because I like to do a lot of stupid stuff and get myself out of trouble. And I'm not so sure how good Reaper was at that. I didn't play it for too long, so I couldn't really develop the skills, but I'm sure that there are ways to play the way I play. So, update by the way, I tried to engineer and I'll be honest, I thought it was boring. So I'm kind of sad. That's why you switched to support? Well, you're one of the gamers that we appreciate. DPS can't do diddly doo-dah without you guys. Literally. That's why I love Vindicator. Vindicator has so many like get out of jail cards, you know, as long as I don't mess up my energy. I can play like a total clown and you know, usually get back to the group and get saved. Get saved by the fam. But I don't know if I can do that on most other things. Like I felt, you know, when I tried Dragon Hunter, I felt really restricted because my only mobility tools was my Greatsword Leap, Greatsword 3, and your Virtue Leap, which is, you know, both pretty short. So it was just so hard to really do any sort of advanced movements, plays, or whatever, and get back to the group because you're just so slow. Which is the nature of Guardian, or that's the point. Guardians are supposed to be like the slow, heavy armor class, I think. You're picking up a GPU tomorrow. Ooh, that's exciting, man. The healers deserve the real praise for sure. Firebrand can be fun because you get to CC people and play aggressive sometimes, but healing is super boring. Yeah, healing can feel unresponsive sometimes, you know. You sometimes see you smacking people around with Druid. You know, it sadly feels really weak to do any damage with Mace on Druid. Because you're on minstrel stats, I tried. Doesn't look like anybody's coming. Guess nobody's home, guys. Team up with Guardian. Honestly, I'm not sure if there's anything you can really do about it. Guardian is just limited with mobility tools unless you use like sword. You use like sword main hand, or you know, you have to like switch weapons or use judge's intervention and stuff. And you end up sacrificing a lot for it. No one's home. You can make me move? What does that mean? Sounds like a threat. Let's click on these little boxes. I definitely remembered earning my points. I'll be honest, these points I just passively get. I don't really think about them. Just gotta make sure I spend them. Oh, Luminary. Really? The Luminary is very fun. Really, I didn't give it a try. Interesting. I didn't give Luminary a try because just didn't seem like it was much different than like Dragon Hunter DPS. You just you have like one extra set of buttons, you know. But I'll be honest, I didn't give it a fair shake. You know, I kind of wrote it off because I wanted to check out Gale Shot and I needed a character slot, so I deleted it. Isn't Lumi base guard with one more button? Yes, but that one more button gives you 5 more buttons. Yeah, you see that? 5 more plus 1. That's 6 more buttons. Okay. You'll post some clips? Sure. I'll check them out. Maybe I'll put them up on stream here if we don't get much content. We'll watch them together. You know, that one, I will admit, the one interaction that Illuminary had that I thought was interesting was the light aura thing. I'm not sure how that's gonna work out, but if that is a build that actually is pretty cool, I don't know. I like the idea. Oh, and you just said it. The fun part is the Grandmaster lets you blow up light aura. Yeah, that was the only trait, or the only like, I don't know, mechanic in the entire like class that I thought this looks kind of fun. I'm glad somebody actually figured it out. I don't have the patience to do it, so I'll just copy what they did and see if it's fun whenever this comes out. So I'm guessing that's what you're gonna post. That's cool. I wonder what they are using to generate the auras. That was the part I was wondering, like what would be the best way. I've never played with auras. I also didn't play like a ton of the beta. I tried to play only the stuff I thought was cool, but the tumbling tower, oh, that sucks. You missed out a little bit, but it's okay. Honestly, you didn't miss out on too much. A lot of the new stuff felt a little undercooked, most people say. Which kind of stinks. Conduit was a bit of a wet fart. It has potential, but it needs a bit of mechanical redesign or mechanical love. It's just missing stuff. It's a little bit hollow. Amalgam is cool, but it's like all the other engineer builds. It's just, you know, a bunch of cooldowns you press and then rotate through. It has cool mechanics. Like, I like the evolve thing on Amalgam. It's cool and it's visually cool. It's just, to me, it just seems like all the other engineer builds. It's just other means of doing damage with new effects or new animations, new ranges, etc., which is cool. You know. I guess it just didn't jump out to me for some reason. You know, it has, the numbers were like, the number tuning is one thing, you know, but the mechanics were not, were like, I don't know. I'm not too crazy about the evolve being like a really long cooldown, but I know that there was some traits that change it, so who knows? Maybe it'll be cooler when it actually comes out, and there are some builds that people try, and I'll just try one of those. I don't think I have the patience to figure it out. And Gale Shot was pretty cool. Not gonna lie. I enjoyed Gale Shot, but I just don't see it being usable in Zerg, sadly. Because everything you do in Gale Shot is literally projectiles, so it's gonna just reflect right back at you. You posted it? Let me check it out. Let's check it out. DDD. Luminary clip. So how's he generating the aura? Whoa. Oh, he's using... Okay. Nice meme. He's using Focus 5 plus... I don't know what... He's using some sort of Willbender Elite? Is that what that is? I don't know. I can't tell. It's hard to see. So much stuff going on. Crazy. That is crazy damage. So this is what they're doing in PvP, like structured PvP. So they're basically doing the old school Willbender bomb. Holy shit, that is crazy. That's gotta get nerfed. Hold on. Let me try and get it on stream real quick. Alright. So he's using Focus 5, Willbender Elite. See, this is like the Willbender Elite, right? And then he judges interventions, lands, ops one of the auras. And he's using some sort of attack that stomps the foot. I don't know what that is. Holy fuck. Let me just make sure I'm not gonna die here. Alright, and this is in an actual match. He's using sword focus, so that's what he's using. So it gets Focus 5. Uses the elite on Willbender. Judges intervention. Pops 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 damage events. Oh, it's you're saying it's the Luminary, right? No, I'm keep saying Willbender. I mean to say Luminary. That's crazy. So hold on, Archie said, you said your light aura. You gain light aura when you F1. Oh, so they're just F1ing in place. Damn. Damn, that came out of nowhere. How am I in combat still? Is it one of these guards? There we go. So coin is going to be coming. Let's go ahead and play the real build. All right. Almost nobody even tried, so I kind of went unnoticed. Wait, you can row? Can you? I didn't know that. I'll have to check that out because I only recently added scrolling combat text. I was just curious how it would work. Gotta figure that out. Is it through arc DPS? It's through arc DPS. Or somewhere here. I have not found it useful yet in Zerg, but I did find it useful while I was dueling people because I can see what I dodged, and that has been kind of good for seeing if I dodged specifically important skills. They're getting sieged. See, some people actually just died by jumping out. Trying to get through. All right. DGDT. Okay, so you can have it only shows things that you shouldn't be standing in, like SP bubble and necro wells. Really? Is that easy to do? I couldn't. I'm kind of an idiot. I'm a bit of a Dumbo, so I don't really know. I don't really know how to filter these things, other than manually, right? All right, a little swig of coffee. It's manual. Oh man, that's tough. Okay, so you're saying I basically have to do the opposite way, like whitelist everything, tell it what to tell me, show me only. But then I gotta actually know all the skills, and then fuck that. Let's try doing a little bit of Shiro. I had the wrong traits, by the way. I had this on. Whatever. Let's do a little claw. A little bit of claw. Oh, you can post a JSON. Okay, sure, man. Fuck yeah, I'll copy your homework, bro. I definitely will copy your homework. So far, the only thing I found useful is the what is this thing? I have one area for whatever damage I avoid. So, like up here, it'll tell me if I dodge certain skills, which is pretty good. Like for Blade Song and like certain high damage abilities or CCs or stuff, whatever. In a duel, it's good. Everywhere else, it's kind of hard to use because there's just so much There's so much going on. There's so much going on the screen. It's hard to actually like pay attention to this in anything that's more than 1v1. Ooh. You copy Perish. Oh. Yoink. Can I get a yoink? What's my crit at? My crit's a touch high. Let's fix that. This is probably gonna be too low, but whatever. Oh, never mind. That's good. $10K Jade wins on that guy. Why did I do a melee strike there? Are you seeing my spear randomly melee striking? For like literally no good reason. I'm out of there. All right. Everybody's out? Everybody's out. Hey! You get over here. Okay. Oh, crit's a touch low, man. I love this game. I love this little game I'm playing. Fucking keeping my crit at this level. It's so fun. It's just so fun, ArenaNet. You know, I don't understand. Can somebody explain to me why crit works differently in World v World versus PvE? Like, what is the point? Why is it that in a full Berserker set you get crit cap in PvE, but in a full Berserker set you're 10% crit under in a World v World? What is the point of that? Just to confuse everybody or what? All right. Balance. I don't understand what that balance is. I feel like it just makes things confusing. Like, think about it, right? Why make it more confusing for people to like play the game cross game mode, right? If they want to balance it, just what they already tuned the power coefficients separately between all the game modes. Like, what is the difference between a full Berserker build critting 10% more of the time? If that's like a problem, then you can reduce the power coefficients, you know, across the board, you know, to normalize for that. It's like, I just don't get it. Can't figure it out. I've been thinking about this, like, this has been bothering me for a couple of days for some reason. Get him! Alright, I went dwarf there. I chickened out for some reason. But I still had claw relic, so my uptime was probably kind of bad. It was fine. It was a short fight, so it didn't actually end up mattering. Alright, I have supply. I should use it. Be a good boy. I won't get on the trap because I don't have the patience. Actually, I have the patience for one of these because I just have to sit here and press 2. Man, I almost choked to death. Wee. The old classic water went down the wrong pipe. If those boots had an animation for jumping, they would have sold well. Yeah, if they put just like a little more effort. The only reason I bought them is because I'm such a fan of the My Hero Academia hero that has the engine for boots. It's literally my favorite character. It's the only reason I bought it. That's it. They got me. They got me because I'm a nerd. Don't you love that you need water to live, then sometimes water just tries to kill you randomly? It's just like, you know what? No, I'm gonna drown you. We were friends, but not anymore. Dee 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 dee. They look good in suit pants. What? These look good with formal pants? Like suit pants? Really, they look so heavy and clunky. I bought them because I like them. They're like, they got like that char design, that like Iron Legion look, and I don't know, I like that aesthetic. And on top of that, I like the My Hero Academia character, so I was like, bastards, they got me. Converted gold to gems like that same night, I think. The same night I saw them. I got 150 gold. I think I'm pretty close to crafting a leggy. A little leggy. Oh, we're getting sieged. They're gonna shield that, or I gotta tell them? I don't think they're gonna be shielding these. Oh, we're good. Never mind. Alright. D. Thanks for the sub, Seraph. Appreciate you. Alright, here we go. Leggy. You want to think about crafting your leather leggy? You know, I'm thinking about skipping the medium armor leggy set and just going straight to light armor, because I'll be honest, I don't think I like engineer that much, sadly. Maybe heal scrapper would be my thing. I don't know. Gotta check it out. I can't write it off yet. I only played a little bit of Hollow and a little bit of Amalg, so I didn't really try scrapper too much. But I was really unimpressed. It just felt like cooldown management, like just remembering when each cooldown in each kit was coming up, and I didn't particularly think that was fun. I mean, it's not, I don't know, just not for me, I guess. Oh god. It surprised the shit out of me. I'm not gonna lie. I pressed Nomad's Advance and I instantly regretted it. Dee. Ooh. So we're clearing the wall here. Hey, Barbaric. Good to see you, my friend. Alright, let's get the boys up. Nerf Rev! No, please, don't nerf Rev. Nobody plays it, right, guys? Nobody plays Rev. Nobody's a Rev enjoying. Buff Rev. On contraire. Boom, 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 boom. Oh, they hunger for the kill. Nope. Dee. Buff Mesmer. Definitely don't buff Mesmer. Alright. It's not OP, and not the easiest class. Okay. Mesmer apologist over there. Mesmer propaganda. Don't believe him. Spear Mesmer is obnoxious. Yeah, Spear Mesmer is annoying. Just visually, mechanically. Alright. Let's lock in, let's lock in. Hold on, I'm not locked in. Dee. Wiped them. Ooh. All right. Smiley. Spear Mesmer's obnoxious. Yep. Correct. Congratulations, you have one of the few correct opinions. Guess we're going home, be able to save it. That's fun. Good fights, Coiny. Coiny. Alright, so I got a good number of fights with Claw. I guess I don't know what I'm about to fight, so I'll stay on Shiro for now, but I might go Eagle. Are you hoping for some conduit changes, or are you happy as is? I'm definitely not happy as is. Here is my list of grievances. Opens up a giant scroll. There are a few traits that I think are boring and don't do anything, and I hope that they change them so that they add something to the gameplay flavor and mechanics. Mainly, I want them to make it so that all weapon skills automatically give you affinity, and just rework that trait to be something any more interesting. And then the other trait that just gives you increased stats when you're channeling a legend. That's the middle row on the bottom. That one sucks. That's so boring. Make that something more interesting. I've given my examples on what I think it could be. I'll try to go over them again here in a minute. Okay. Thanks for the sub. Razan. Appreciate you. Okay, auto attacking that guy though. Alright. So further changes on Conduit that I want. I want them to basically make it so that all of the legend skills are more powerful. And you know, if ANET wants to go real crazy and just like really tickle the balls of Rev enjoyers, they could even go as far as to make it so that Raza improves your other legend choice. Like it enhances it. Like for example, if I have Raza plus Shiro and I'm in Shiro, let's say perhaps Raza is now resonating into Shiro, and now I'm getting a few buffs from Raza into my Shiro skills. You know, that'd be cool, right? I know it's a lot of work. That's why I say if they want to tickle the balls of Rev enjoyers, that would be the way I would do it. Literally, what I would do is I would design resonant skills into Dwarf, Demon, Ventari, and Shiro for Raza to buff these, and then I would go to the Raza stance. And here's what I would do. The heal skill is fine, but it's a little boring. The teleport skill, like the assassin skill, is hard to use. The hitbox is really crappy in World v World. Generally, I think the missile speed should be increased. The hitbox should be easier to land and more rewarding. Maybe do more damage. I'm not sure. The stun break is garbage pants. It should give you like 1 or 2 stacks of stab. It should give you 1 or 2 stacks of stab, especially if you stun break. Like, how is it my stun break isn't giving me stab? Every one of my stun breaks in all of the legends that you give you stab on stun break, except for Herald. But Herald is an inherently tanky one, but you know, no stab on stun break is kind of a big weakness. So the stun break sucks. And then you got the Condi Cleanse skill, and when you're playing Condi, they want you to press this button like it's gonna actually apply conditions to enemies, but the problem is that it's so hard to use because it's like a 300 range around you, which is like this big. So that means you have to be like on top of the person to cleanse, and you cleanse yourself. And if you're not within this range, you're not sending any conditions to anybody. So it's just a really weird skill. The cleanse is cool, but it should be cheaper. The energy cost of the Shiro port should be cheaper. The stun break should give you some stab. The cleanse should give you maybe some protection and be a bit cheaper, and it should apply the fucking conditions more reliably. Like, I can't believe they thought that was good, because it kind of sucks. Even in PvE, by the way, if you're in PvE, it's in your rotation. They expect you to press this, like that little tiny 300 range skill, to apply 9 stacks of torment on 1 target. What? That's crazy. They got to make that a little stronger. It's just weird to use. The elite skill is actually one of the skills I think is pretty good. It seems like the skill they had the best idea for. It does not enough damage if you're in Shiro stance. It does good conditions if you're using the demon stance. So I like the Condi build with the elite. I think it's good. It's a bit buggy because it actually does 2 casts instead of 1 when you're using the demon stance. So it kind of interrupts your own casts a lot, unless you're like ready for it. What else? Any other thoughts? Oh, also I thought the boon DPS build was kind of weird. But that can be something that they fix with the resonant skill things. You know, I hope really they update the resonant skill things, because it's a big weakness. Like when I was playing Conduit, I was very tempted not to use. I was tempted to go Demon Dwarf, and that is just a sign of like really poorly designed legend. You know what I mean? Like I don't even want to use the legend. It's felt weird. I wanted to do that in both Power and Conduit, by the way. Like if I was playing Power, I wanted to have Roads, Vengeful Hammers, and I wanted to have Strips, but I couldn't because I needed to be Shiro Raza to get all the power bonuses. Or if I wanted to go like hybrid DPS like Renegade, I had to go Dwarf Raza. So it's just, I don't know. The whole point of the Legend stance was to like give you more options, or like to incentivize the gameplay mechanics of like the other Legend, but it's like constricting the gameplay a lot in the end. Not a big fan. Did you bring a lack back? You think so? I don't really have a strong opinion on a lack. I do feel like it makes... I don't know, actually. This is vibing. Just chilling. It's going, guys, man. They're sweating. Yeah. So, what would a lack do for the game? It would give them a tool to incentivize certain builds, but it would make it harder. I mean, like let's think. They removed a lack because you wanted to make sure you had one person giving enough a lack to the party, right? And it made Renegade like required, and it was kind of unhealthy for the game. But if they get, you know, if they do put a lack back in the game, they have to spread it around a lot, you know. I don't think they'll do that, to be honest. I think they're trying to keep things as simple as possible so they can make it so that as many things are as viable as possible, which is a noble goal. Wait, Frosty! No! My boy's trapped. Hey Drewski, Mez is unhealthy to the game right now. It is unhealthy, I agree. Do you think it's gonna get better with Troubadour? They already nerfed Mesmer pretty bad with the Bountiful Disillusionments nerf recently. That was a big nerf to the boon output on Mez. Since always. Yeah. I don't know. I'm not gonna claim that I have a good ideas for balancing stuff on Mesmer, because I just don't know a lot about Mesmer, and I don't know. It just depends on what the goals of ArenaNet are for balancing, really. It seems to me, this is what I assume. These are the things that I've learned based on their patch notes. They want to encourage all the DPSs to be relatively playable in the DPS slot. They seem to want to free the shackles of the Firebrand role and provide more options to the Firebrand as like providing, like, instead of a main Firebrand provider, more than one stat provider like Spellbreaker and you know, Renegade and whatever, you know, basically a bunch of minor providers. And that is my assumption. And then with the healers, it seems like they're just trying to keep them all in balance, like, you know, Tempest, Healer, Druid, Scrapper, etc. They're trying to keep them all in, trying to keep them in check. And then the strips plus CC classes, you know, they're fine. They're pretty balanced, I think. To be honest, you don't really see the new specs as good. Yeah, I think most people are thinking that way too. Amalgam and Gale Shot. Yep, those are literally the two I said. Like, Amalgam is okay. It's just another flavor of Engineer. And, you know, Engineer is okay if you like Engineer. And I thought Gale Shot was cool. It did seem like a pretty inspired spec. But none of the other ones really jumped out to me in terms of, like, interesting mechanics or anything like that. I thought Conduit could have been fun. And it was fun. And it was powerful. But it just felt like playing Renegade, you know? And that was basically my major takeaway on Conduit, was it just felt like I was playing Renegade or I was playing Vindicator. Like, if I was playing full power or if I was playing boons plus strips, it just felt dumb. Felt like I was just playing a less powerful, less refined version of the other builds that was already there. And Amalgam, people are liking it because it just has a lot of damage, so I don't know. Mechanically, it didn't like wow me that much. I thought it had cool animations, pretty fun design, but just seemed like another interesting Engineer DPS spec, you know. DTTT. What do you guys think about Paragon? Now that you bring that up, bro. Paragon being the king of boons is kind of weird, isn't it? That's not going to stay in the game, right? Because being able to, like, just play Paragon, and admittedly it seems like the Paragon playstyle is a bit like balancing a lot of spinning plates, but I don't know, it seemed too strong. It seemed too easy. I don't know. Resistance is usually pretty rare, and that's why I love playing Renegade, because resistance is providable on that spec. But Paragon just, like, crapping out all the boons just, like, all the time. It's crazy. I don't know. I'm like, in a way, I'm hoping it stays in the game because it makes it easier for Zergs to have, you know, good boons, but obviously it's going to make, like, a boon ball meta. Which means you need a good strip meta, which I'm not sure we have. I mean, Scourges are everywhere, but... Alright. Paragon has OP and raids. Really, raids? Is it doing a lot of damage in raids, or is it going like heal support or what? Because raids... So hold on, I'm forgetting. In raids, you have a tank. You have a tank in each party, and then a quick DPS, and then a heal alac, right? And then a DPS. 2 DPS? I don't know. What? Whatever. Hadi's a legend. An unkillable build on Paragon. Yeah, I think I ran into it. It is a pointless build. You can't win. It's basically just to distract people, you know. Support in raids, just solo provide everything. Wow, including alacrity. Wow. So it's just the alac healer role, and it just does everything. Tanks are just healers. Oh, is that what they do in raids? The tanks are the healers, right? That makes sense. I forget. I haven't done the raids, and if I would do the raids, I would do them as a DPS or a quick DPS, because those are the roles I like to do. when I did do the PvE stuff in any other MMO. BDD. Alright, second attempt to get into Blue Gary. Been playing a good bit of Shiro, and honestly I'm enjoying it because I have this ranged spike with Jade Winds. It's fucking hard. Oop. 11 permanent boon. Jeez. That's gonna get nerfed, right? Do you guys think? Because if it doesn't get nerfed, there's gonna be a Paragon in every party, plus a Firebrand, or a Luminary, or Chrono. And then it'll be Healer plus Necro plus DPS. A Lack Renegade is good? Good. That was my, one of my enjoyable PvE specs too. I haven't played that since I did Fractals and like had the Fire or something. Really. Like in any serious capacity where I actually remember the rotation and stuff. Was it Path of Fire? No, way later than that. I'm tripping. What expansion was that? I don't know. It's been a while. It was when I first made my Revenant for the first time. Alright. You've never done a Fractal? They're fun. They're fun if you get to the high level ones because they're fun when you get to the high level ones because the mechanics actually matter. And the DPS rotations matter and stuff. And the instabilities are pretty fun. I've only done a couple of high level ones, but and when I say a couple, I mean like, I don't know, less than 30 or so in total. So not a ton, but I always had fun. But in my opinion, Fractals are fun if you're playing with friends. Yeah, playing with some friends who're just enjoying the ride. You know, really don't care too much about how it goes, just playing. That's when you have the most fun in the game. When they gave Weapon Master and nerfed Rev weapons. Oh wait, they nerfed Rev weapons when Weapon Mastery came out? Interesting. That sounds familiar, but I don't remember that directly. Anyway, but it's decent again. Are they using Spear, Mace Axe, or Shortbow? Untamed. I love Untamed. Untamed TV is fun. Quick DPS. The quick DPS rotation on Untamed is quite nice. It's very smooth. Fine. Spear Hammer for roaming. Wait, on Untamed? Yeah. Well, yeah, a Spear Hammer is great for roaming, actually. Good tools. Good access to everything you want. As long as you are good at switching Untamed states, Hammer is awesome roaming. But a lot of people are not super, super happy with it. Or comfortable, I guess, not happy. I never really quite got super comfortable. You know, I got comfortable enough, but sometimes I get stuck. It's an interesting push out. You feel like engineer is more popular? Yeah, it definitely got. It got more popular when they buffed flamethrower. The compensation buffed flamethrower for removing Juggernaut, and Scrapper's been kind of going crazy since, and Hollow too. They're veiling behind you. Right. All right, there we go. Here we go, gamers. Hey guys, please consider hitting a like on the stream. I would really appreciate it. Thanks. All right, we're doing the old dance. Let's take a drink of the old coffee here when we have a chance. Delicious. Oh, my tag went up. Think they're trying to slow us down. I could maybe try going dwarf here. Alright, let's try it. Got some test numbers to compare. Let's go Eagle Dwarf. Alright. Let's go again. All right. Money baggies. Okay, all right. I'm not sure if I'm getting a lot of resist. My 24% uptime is not crazy. How's our strips looking? I haven't been paying attention. Now that we actually kind of got crushed. I think it's stab is low here. People are going through the rotations, I think. So dwarf might be an extra good play here. Let's put berserker on all these pieces. Yeah, my crit there. All right. Ooh, they got big. Guess we're draining supply. Kind of a weird place to put these arrow carts. It's like the first place they're gonna run up, isn't it? Your Pyrenees trying to eat your husky. Which breed is Pyrenees? I'm definitely. I thought that was a small breed. But that sounds not context clues are telling me that's not the case. Pyrenees. Dog. Oh yeah, these guys are big. Big fluffy fellas. Nice little doggy. Giant mountain dog, yeah. Why you guys keep moving forward? No stab. Was I humming Dance of Thrones? I was humming whatever was playing on my Spotify, which is copyright-free music, so if that's a copyright-free song, maybe. I have to check. Very nice. Wow, we defended it. Appreciate the likes, guys. Thank you. You guys are the homies. Just kind of having a chill night today. Good content, at least. Got some fights. Honestly, I was having so much fun, I forgot to even comment on the fact that we got some good shit to fight. So I'm pretty happy with that. I was pretty disconnected about what was going on with the relink this weekend. Hope they come back though. Don't run away. All right. Hydration check. All right. I guess we're having a 1 minute breakdance break. All right, I guess I'll take this second to advertise my Twitch, or not my Twitch, my Discord, which I have been forgetting to do. So let me do that. In. All right, party people. While I have you here, I'll be quick and not annoying. This is my community Discord. The link is pinned in the chat. If you're a VOD enjoyer or here live, consider joining. If you do, you have the Start Here channel. You have to react to the Kong Dong to get access. This is to keep bots out. Yeah, if that's even still a thing that happens on Discord, I assume it is. If you want to be a part of this Discord, you get the announcements page. You get access to my build links. This is just for fun, you know, stuff that really this was made for me to log all my activity and have it all in one place and stop keeping it all local on my computer. And then here's my written guide for Renegade. Eventually I'll do more for other stuff that I work on. I'm going to EBG, so I'm gonna go. We got a meme chat, we got a link chat to, you know, send each other stuff. And we got a chat here for improving at the game. I pin here anything that I find relevant to improving the game or helping visibility or whatever, just generally getting better results from the game. And then there's a suggestions channel if you want to suggest some stuff, a video, something for the Discord, what to stream next, I don't know, whatever, really anything. It's just a place for me to talk to people who, without having to invite them to my guild. That is the whole point. So if that's your thing, join it up. Feel free to message me on there. I talk to everybody. All right, so we're going to EBG. Looks like there is room for us, happily. And, all right, I've got supply. Let me make sure I take off display cap so it looks good for the rest of the stream. There you go. All right. Successful advertising complete. Where are you going, Mr. Tag? Oh, it's getting buffs. All right. All right, let's defend, boys. Guys, gals, and non-binary pals. Do. Oh, okay. Guess we're going. So for fighting red team, I'll go roamer build. So I'm assuming I'm not gonna find a coordinated group to fight here. So we go assassin build. Okie dokie. Invite has expired? Really? Hold on, let me fix that. I thought that set this one to be a non-expiring. I guess I did. Hold on, let me fix that. I think I can just update that one, right? Fix it. Let me just do that. Server settings. One sec, I gotta fix that. Is there dots up there? All right. Let's see. Invites. This expires never, so why? Weird. Gotta see why that is, because the Discord actually thinks it's fine. Guess I'll make another one. Okay. Weird. All right, expire never, no limit. Great link. Copy. Yeah. I'll update the message. Copy this. All right, let me update the URL. Oh, I think it's, I see why. There's a spelling error in the link. How did I do that? Let me see if I click that, that should work, right? Yep, there we go. Derp. That's what I get for going too fast, I think. Replace pinned message. All right, where's my tag going? He's up here, and he is finished farming his thingy. All right, let's go. All right. All right, is blue team gonna show up? I assume they're gonna show up soon. Do 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 do. Boom, 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 boom. All right. Yeah, you can. You feel free. Nobody's coming. I think red team is a little bit asleep. All right. Well, let me read that. It's Mimi's delivery service. Okay. Good kid. Okay. Let me look it up. Is that on YouTube, I assume? Dun 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 dun. All right, Mimi's delivery. Oh, it's auto-filled quickly. Oh, gotta load it up here. All right, pause. Just crank up the volume. Volume's already cranked. I like the animation. Nice, I like the guitar. Very indie rock.
Why do I have to stay here on the ground? It's overrated. The cityscape escapes you with a sound. It's delineated. I waited at the station for an hour, but I won't make it. You take off on an updraft by the tower, and you overtake it every moment.
Hopefully you can hear that okay.
See you on the rise. You're drawn across the sky.
Why I use K? Oh, cool. I see. I read that backwards, so it confused me. Gotta be careful, I don't think I have much time. Alright. I have a cat over this. Bam! That was a good song. Very nice. Dee. Let's crank on the background music. All right. This song makes me feel like I'm playing. What was that game? Man, what was it called? It's called something Sam. It was like a stick figure game. I don't know why it's giving me vibes of that game. It's like something Sam or something. Not Stickman Sam or I don't know. I might be mixing memories here. Made you so happy. Happy to bring the happy juices to the brain for you there. Alright. Alright, I guess we go for Red Keep. We conquer. Yeah, it's like a Diablo style. What's that? Gonna spam my Jade Wins. Henry Stickmin. No, it's called like, is it Serious Sam? Is it Serious Sam? You know, I don't know why. No, it's not Serious. Is it Stickman Sam? Is it actually Stickman Sam? It might have been Stickman Sam. I don't know. My memory is like, I don't know. I'm like scratching a part of my brain that I'm like I know I'm like forgetting it. I know it's not right, but this reminds me of like the loading screen music to some like Alright, only you guys on stream know what I just did to those red guys, okay? My war crimes have gone unreported. So funny. Yep, that guy's gone. Alright, gonna Jade Wins these guys. Boom, down there. See ya. My job here is to protect them from getting sieged. I'm damn good at my job. Okay, well, I'm running out of resources here to be able to do my yerb. Ever play Fury? No? No, but I did watch a little bit of that game. It looks really cool. I know it's popular on Steam. But it has this kind of music, right? If I remember it? Maybe I'm tripping. The soundtrack is bananas. Right. Like those sieges. Yep. Just trying to keep. Look at all those downs up there. We're jumping. All right. Well, that was fun. Okay. Man, the content was just getting started, but I guess, I don't know, Tag wanted to move out. I didn't quite hear why. Must be a reason. I think I saw OJ's here, so I don't know if that was why. Maybe Blue's here. All right, so if Blue's showing up, we gotta buckle up. We gotta play for real. So we'll go the builds. You know, actually, we'll go claw build. I want to go claw. I'll just go. Just no trolling. My crit is low. Let's fix that with the relic. All right, they're pretty big, so we go dwarf. We're outnumbered here, boys. 2-1. Hey, John Doe. Blue ink. Oh. I read that late. Okay. He got cranked. Whew, good damage, boys. They got absolutely cranked. They got 8.5 there. Okay. 24K spike. Oof. Delicious. We're outnumbered, but we have a lot of these puggies, so we're not actually outnumbered, but oh, siege. Owie. Ding 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 ding. Come on, reporting out. Hoping we fight one more time. Goodie. Thank you, sir. All right. Oh, we have another untamed fella. Snitty bear. You know, I haven't been paying attention to the damage meter that much because these fights have been a little weird, but how's untamed matching up? Damn, I've completed so many of. Oh, the reset happened. I was like, what? Oh no, wait, what? I'm so confused. What did I just accept? A million of? Was it the weeklies? Yeah, it must have been these. I'm tripping, man. I'm literally tripping. Ah. Ding 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 ding. Incoming. Okay, well, I guess I should go Shiro if they're just gonna stay at range. Alright, so let's try just going max kapow. So it'll be better. I don't have to be in melee as much. Do. Honestly, I might just go to Demon Stance, I was gonna say, but won't commit anymore. They can turn on me though. I can go demon for strips. To be honest. Let's try it. Bleeding players. Well, I added some strips to my build and they seem to be really easy to squish. Don't know if that was me softening him up, maybe. So if I'm going demon stance, I don't think claw is the way to go. I'll just go eagle. Also, I can go spirit boon. Red incoming. That was interesting for sure. Okay. Ooh, rocket bar cranking. Shredder gyro, cool. Interesting. All right. No Jade wins to harass on the bridge. Womp womp. Hey Tyler, your game looks like it runs so smooth it's wild. Thanks. I have a couple of tips for that. Look up a program called Process Lasso. It'll help you prioritize Guild Wars 2 for your CPU's priority. And then I've min-maxed all my settings to remove all the stuff that I don't need to see. So right now I'm streaming and I've got about 50 FPS. You know, normally I got at least 60 or more. What time is it? 12:30. Oh, I don't even work tomorrow. Let's think about work again. I don't have to. Yay. Going through. Nice. Good little scrap. Beating the scrappers. My next attack. Thank you. Yeah, I guess we're leaving. Sag. Tag went down there. 51 blue. Don't got the numbers. Don't got the numbers. Our strips are so low. I can't really afford to not be using strips for us. But our stab is getting crushed because we're outnumbered. I mean, a pickle. I think our content just died. Yeah. Alright, pretty good fights today. Can't complain. Blue got huge. We're not that big. Thank you all. Good fights, guys. Coin, Fafo, Pyro, whoever else. I'm sorry if I don't remember all the names. I'm bad about it. But good fights, guys. That was fun as hell. We're tagging down. Poor tagging down. Oh. Good fights today. Almost every fight was pretty fun. Alright. Let's go back to default build. To what? Alright. Those guys are gonna be giga big for the rest of the night, I assume. Switch to the roaming build. See if I can get any action. I'm gonna assume that I can't get any decent fights here. Yeah, no problem. No problem, Tyler. That is the only third-party program that I use for, since I got a second here, I'll just pull it up. So here's what I use. How do I go? Which one is Process Lasso again? I think it's this one, right? So, you can go to Process Lasso and it allows you to choose an application and basically give it a priority. So if you right click, you can give it a high priority on your CPU, which helps a lot performance wise. You can also do some other things on here, but that's the most important one, really. And then of course optimizing your cores is important, making sure that you're using all your cores on your CPU, but I feel like that's just a general using a computer tip. And I think that's it. I don't really do anything else other than settings in game. For performance specifically, I'll go with the most important ones first. Effect LOD must be enabled. This will limit all the like arrows flying in the air and projectiles that you don't need to see, so it'll take them away. Character model limit, set it to low, and then set your character model quality to higher than that. You can go lowest if you have really bad performance issues. As you see right now, I got like 90 and I'm streaming. Of course, there's no combat, so keep that in mind. These are like the settings you can mess around with to make it pretty, but these don't really affect performance that much, except for shadows. Make sure shadows are not on or as low as possible, or as low as you're comfortable with. And there's one more. Right here. And under the competitive, under general, make sure that you set your standard enemy models to enabled. And if you want to, set your standard friendly models to enabled. And then what that does is that it makes it so everybody has this like generic engineer model. It's easier for your computer to process all of these generic models. Generic thief. So if you set that for friendly and enemy, it helps a lot. And then secondly is world simple nameplates. You see my friend up here. He's got SIM as the name, but if you take off the simple nameplates, it actually tells you the whole name, which is very bad, especially when the names of your enemies are Abaddon's Prison Bronze General. It's like 4 words, right? So if you turn on simple nameplates for at least enemies, it'll put just this little dot for their color instead of their name and their guild. So that's big. It helps a lot with removing a lot of crap on the screen. And then hide ally visual effects is the last one that I tell people. You don't really need to see your allies' visual effects. This does not mean that you will not see the blast fields and stuff like that. As you can see, you can usually see, if you saw my stream, you can see all the fields all my allies are using. I can blast them. I play Druid on this setup. I don't change any settings when I play Druid, and I blast all the water fields. But what that does is it removes all of the extra SFX, spell effects, skill effects, whatever, that the game generates that are not relevant to combat for you. So hide all. Hide all, or only show party at least. You know, limit. At least go through this and limit it, because this is an insane one. It helps a lot. I think that's it for performance. Alright guys, I think I'm gonna head out, make it a pretty quick one. Thanks guys for the combat. Blue team, red, I guess not really red team, we didn't really fight red team. So blue team, thanks guys, that was fun. Always a pleasure. I think this is the Pan Alliance, if my memory is not trolling me. You guys are always a blast, so good stuff, man. Always a pleasure. You guys have a good night. Make sure you guys drink water, and I'll see you guys in the next one. I'll give you guys a little wave tonight before I do the breakdance. Let's go and do the little ceremonial good night. Oh wait, I hit my UI before I started typing. There we go. All right guys, take care. See you guys on Wednesday.